Underarm waxing for men can be quite popular, especially in the summer months, and we generally provide this treatment, most of us, using non-strip wax. So what I'd like to do here is to show one underarm carried out with the non-strip wax and one underarm carried out with the strip wax. Obviously, certain therapists and salons have their own individual preference as to how they like to do this. For me, I prefer non-strip waxing, but often with students that I meet, when we discuss various types of waxing, people tell me that they're used to carrying this out with strip waxing. So here we have both options. This is Circle Blue, which is a great non-strip wax to work with. It's really good. It picks up all of the hairs, including those very short little hairs. Sets up quite quickly, as you can see, and it's nice and quick and easy for the application and for the removal. As you can see with non-strip wax, there's not too much trauma on the skin. Application and removal are both quick and easy, and the skin doesn't generally react too much, provided you keep the skin nice and taut, both during your application and of course during the removal. You get your wax on nice and thin as well. Obviously, if you have a lot more hair, you might want a slightly thicker application, but this works fine. Not every client's typically textbook. Some people have hairs grown in various directions, so it's just obviously important that we just have a quick look and make sure that we follow the correct direction of growth whenever we're applying our wax. Sometimes you might find a few random hairs that are just outside the underarm area. Generally, I tend to remove these for clients because it looks a bit tidier. It's an individual preference. Some clients might want you to do that and some might not. So again, just check with them whenever you're doing your waxing treatment. The shiny side of the wax will also help to pick up any little residual pieces of wax. Just press the shiny side onto the shiny side and it'll help to pick up the bigger pieces of wax that are left behind. And then obviously when you do your cleanup, you'll be able to remove anything that's remaining. Here I'm going to use a clean paper strip, which has just got a drop of oil on there. You don't want excess oil on the skin just after waxing. This is just one little drop, and this will just go over the area with quite a firm pressure, but not sort of rubbing intensely on the area that's just been waxed. This will lift any little crumbs of wax that are left, and then obviously then you can just continue then with your post-wax preparation of the skin. A little bit of blue lotion just to remove any of the residual oil that's left on the skin, and then just put your normal post-waxing product. I tend to use more of the refreshing gel because it's quite soothing and feels quite nice on the skin just after waxing. So here you go, that's one underarm that we've completed now with the non-strip wax, which is the way that I normally carry out this waxing. Here I'm using Nacre Blanche, which is a very nice sweet almond oil creamy based strip wax from Perron Rigaud. It's nice and easy to use. It's very nourishing on the skin because of the almond oil, and you can see that it's really important with the underarms to keep that skin nice and taut. So I'm pulling the arm back well whenever I do the removal, just to keep it nice and tight so there's no bounce on the skin. The bounce would obviously feel a lot more uncomfortable for the client, and there is the risk of slightly causing bruising to the skin if you don't keep the application and removal technique nice and tight. Again, just following the same principles as we did on the other side with checking the direction of hair growth. Keep your application of wax nice and thin. Don't overload the skin with excess wax. and never double dip, especially in these areas, underarm, bikini, Brazilian. Make sure that you always use a clean spatula. In fact, never double dip in any area is what I really meant to say. So here we've removed all of the hairs. Just have a check to make sure we haven't left any little hairs remaining. The client that I've used for this demonstration is one of my regular models, and I've never waxed his underarms or any of his sensitive areas with a strip wax before, so it's been very interesting to ask what his feedback was, and he has clearly told me that the strip waxing on the underarm was much more uncomfortable than the non-strip wax, which is what I thought would be the situation, but clearly I just wanted to demonstrate both methods to see what people prefer.